St. Petersburg is situated on the eastern coast of the Gulf of Finland of the Baltic Sea, in the mouth of the Neva River, on 42 islands of its delta. It's hard to move more than a few hundred meters in the center of St. Petersburg without crossing a bridge. The network of rivers and canals made bridges a vital part of St. Petersburg's infrastructure. A short list of the most significant water basins in the St. Petersburg includes 10 rivers and canals. There are 342 bridges in the city. Several of them are world-class technical and aesthetic masterpieces. The network of rivers and canals where the most famous bridges are located comprises the Neva River, Fontanka River, Moika River, and Griboidov Canal. A familiar view of St. Petersburg is a drawbridge across the Neva River. Every night the bridges across Neva and main canals are drawn to let ships pass in and out of the Baltic Sea into the Volga River. A calculated schedule with precise time of consecutive opening and closing for each bridge is maintained to guarantee passage of cargo ships and tankers at a precisely controlled speed, in order to have at least one bridge at a time staying connected to ensure passage for ground transportation. 21 bridges across the Neva are drawbridges. Only one of those, Bolshoye-Bukovsky Bridge, not a drawbridge. The Ianovsky Bridge is St. Petersburg's first bridge. The bridge joins the Peter and Paul Fortress with the Petrograd side. The bridge was originally laid in 1703, the year of the founding of St. Petersburg. The existing structure with cast iron railings and lamps dates from 1953. The bridge, like the gates beyond it, takes its name from Ion, brother of Peter the Great. On the pile next to the bridge on May 7, 2003, a hair figurine was installed. Unofficially it is called Bunny Who Escaped from a Flood. Hermitage Bridge across the tiny Winter Channel, which flows into the Neva River right next to the Winter Palace. The bridge was built along with the Neva's granite embankments in 1766, making it the oldest stone bridge in the city. The existing structure dates from 1950. The Bolshoyetsky Bridge is one of St. Petersburg's most impressive. Instantly recognizable thanks to the swooping arched girders of its two side spans and the four granite towers that mark the corners of the small central span. The existing structure dates from 1911. Measuring just over 885 feet, the bridge has an ingenious mechanism that allows the narrow 48 feet central span to be raised in only 30 seconds. Palace Bridge is a road and foot traffic bascule bridge, spans the Neva River between Palace Square and Vasilevsky Island. Like every other Neva bridge, except for Bukovsky Bridge, it is drawn by night, making foot travel between various parts of the city virtually impossible. It was built between 1912 and 1916. Although it is only a 20th century creation, Palace Bridge is undoubtedly one of the most famous sights of St. Petersburg. The Lytiny Bridge is the second permanent bridge across the Neva River. At the vicinity of the Lytiny Bridge, the Neva River reaches the maximum depth of 78 feet. The official opening ceremony took place in 1879. Soon after the opening, the bridge was equipped with electrical lights. It was the first bridge to get electrical lighting, and for the long time it remained the only one. The existing structure dates from 1967. Trinity Bridge is a bascule bridge across the Neva River. It was the third permanent bridge across the Neva, built between 1897 and 1903. It is the second longest bridge in the city, one of the busiest, and also one of the most beautiful thanks to its spectacularly ornate Art Nouveau design. The bridge is decorated with cast iron gratings with artistic casting, granite pylons with lanterns and metallic three-color lanterns. The bridge takes its name from the Old Trinity Cathedral, which used to stand at its northern end. The Bolshoye-Bukovsky Bridge is the newest bridge across the Neva River. It is also the only bridge across the Neva which is not a drawbridge. The bridge is located in a part of the Neva that is difficult to navigate, because the river bends after the bridge. The steel wire ropes are the key element of supporting construction. The bridge is an important part of St. Petersburg Ring Road. The Blagovshchinsky Bridge is one of the main bridges crossing the Neva River. The bridge joins Vasilyevsky Island with the mainland. This was the first permanent bridge across the Neva, completed in 1850. The bridge was at the time the longest in Europe. The beautiful 8-span arch bridge is famous for its ornate cast iron railings. Fontanka River is a left branch of the river Neva, which flows through the whole of central St. Petersburg. It is 4.2 miles long, its width is up to 230 feet, and its depth is up to 11 feet. Its banks were lined with a spacious messuages of Russian imperial family members and nobility. The Fontanka is spanned by 15 bridges. Most of these have historical and artistic interest. The Lomonosov Bridge is one of 7 stone bridges of similar design crossing the Fontanka River. The bridge is built simultaneously with the river's granite embankments. The bridge was erected in 1787. The bridge consists of 2 broad, arched side spans, and a shorter central span. Although Lomonosov Bridge no longer rises to allow passing traffic, it has retained its 4 charming Doric pavilions, which once housed the drawbridge mechanism. It is these that give the bridge its distinctive outline and particular charm. The Panteleimonovsky Bridge, standing in one of St. Petersburg's most picturesque spots, across the Fontanka River. The bridge is named after the nearby church of St. Panteleimon. Wooden aqueduct carrying water to the summer garden fountains was built here in the 1720s, and was replaced in 1824 with an elegant chain bridge. The existing structure dates from 1914. The current single-span arched steel bridge, remarkable for its ornate, gilt-laden lamps, railings and cladding. The Enochkov Bridge is the oldest and most famous bridge across the Fontanka River. The existing structure dates from 1841. The bridge has some of the most famous ornate iron fences in St. Petersburg. His 4 horse tamers are among the most recognizable sights of the city. The Egyptian bridge across the Fontanka River was St. Petersburg's first metal bridge, and one of 8 chain suspension bridges erected in the city in the 1820s. The existing structure dates from 1955. 4 fine cast iron sphinxes guard the approaches to the bridge. The Egyptian motif, a typical 19th century conceit, has been preserved in numerous charming details, including the hieroglyph embossed obelisks at each corner of the bridge. The Moika River is a small river that encircles the central portion of St. Petersburg, effectively making it an island. The river is 3 miles long and 130 feet wide. The river flows from the Fontanka River and entering the Neva River Delta. Magnificent 18th-century edifices are lining the Moika Quay. 15 bridges cross the Moika. Most of these have historical and artistic interest. The name of Potzelwev Bridge sounds in Russian like Bridge of Kisses. Crossing the Moika River, the bridge is a cast-iron single-span structure on granite-faced packed rubble piers. The bridge was erected in 1816 on the site of a wooden pedestrian bridge from 1738. This typically elegant bridge, with its decorative cast-iron railings and street lamps mounted on 4 granite obelisks, was fully restored in the 1960s. The Blue Bridge is a 319 feet width bridge that spans the Moika River in city's historic center. The existing structure dates from 1818. The bridge is the widest bridge in St. Petersburg and is sometimes claimed to be the widest bridge in the world. The Blue Bridge got its name from the color of its sides facing the river. The Red Bridge is a single-span bridge across the Moika River. The first cast-iron bridge on the site was designed and built in 1808 to 1813. The bridge was rebuilt in 1953, but most of the decorations are left intact. The bridge's name dates from a tradition of color-coding the bridges crossing the Moika River. Like other colored bridges, the Red Bridge got its name from the color of its sides facing the river. The first engineer bridge crosses the Moika River at the point where it joins the Fontanka River. The bridge is among of most famous wrought iron bridges of St. Petersburg. The first engineer bridge was opened in 1826. The existing structure dates from 1999. The bridge is famous for its intricate railings featuring a repeated head of Medusa. The Lanterns Bridge that spans the Moika River is known since 1906. The existing bridge was built in 1973. The bridge took its name from lamp workshops which previously located there. At the entrances to the bridge there are metal decorative floor lamps with lanterns, stylized for the architecture of classicism. Griboidov Canal is a narrow and twisting canal flowing through the very center of St. Petersburg parallel to the Fontanka and Moika rivers. Although the canal is less than 4 miles in length, it is traversed by more than 21 bridges, many of them pedestrian. The canal's embankment gives a broad panorama of St. Petersburg architecture spanning centuries and styles, from luxurious palaces and cathedrals to simple tenements of the beginning from the 20th century. Tripartite Bridge or Three-Arched Bridge is the name commonly applied by St. Petersburgers to diminutive bridges, similar in design and decoration and situated perpendicularly to each other in front of the Church of the Savior on Blood across the Moika River. Between 1829 and 1831 the bridges were decorated with identical lamp posts and ironwork fences featuring palmettos, spears, and gorgons. Thanks to repairs the bridge remains in good condition, and is still open to road and foot traffic. Bank Bridge is a pedestrian bridge crossing the Griboidov Canal. The existing structure dates from 1826. The special popularity of the bridge was gained through angular sculptures of 4-winged lions. There is a legend still propagated among the citizens that if you rub a lion's paw, you will inevitably make a fortune. Bridge of 4 Lions is a bridge over the Griboidov Canal. The existing structure dates from 1826. Its abutments are crowned with 4 cast-iron sculptures of lions, which give the bridge its name. The structure, suspended by cables emerging from the mouths of lions,